Hi Liam, how significant was that for you and your players, and especially because you can avoid that playoff round and have those time to train the players?
Yeah, firstly, I think to get through in this competition is the most important thing. So I'm delighted to do it in this way. In terms of our season, in terms of my time on the pitch with the players, that's going to help us so much. I had no time. It's not an excuse, it's a fact. And I'm asking the players, and I'm so proud of them. Even in the first half, I'm asking them to press in a completely different way that they've never done before and hardly had any practice at it. So that time over the next few weeks will help us get better and improve, but we still need to win games in this moment.
Matt, down here, please.
Hi, Liam. The introduction of Cole at half-time seemed to help the team, and obviously he had 2 assists. Was it a plan to have him to make an impact, or was it a fitness-related decision? Can you just talk us through that?
I think it's a combination of both. There was no way that Cole could have started this game and played through to 60, 70, 80 minutes. So I knew Napoli have had a difficult time with injuries. I felt that later in the game we would be stronger, and I felt Cole's performance was magnificent. Not just his quality, his pressing, his running for the team. And we need to look after him. He's had so many games over a long period of time. We need to look after him, and I think the way that he's managed himself in the last 2 weeks has been magnificent, and hopefully we can now see the best of him now that he's fully fit.
Relish nights like this and the big occasions.
It's what he's made for. He's a world-class player amongst a few, amongst many I have in the squad, and there's been a lot of talk around Cole. He was a very, very happy man in the dressing room after the game.
Jacob?
Just on Cole, is it a scary thought for you that he's able to produce something like tonight when he's not really played that much and obviously comes off the bench to do it?
Yeah, scary good, but I don't like to talk about individuals. I felt not just Cole when he came on. I thought Jamie Gittins came on. I asked him to play a left wing back role, which he was magnificent. Ali Garnacho came on, helped the team. Obviously, João Pedro is top. And actually, the tactical change, I thought Andre Santos actually had a very good game, but we needed to go for the win. When Enzo moved back into the 6 role, he started to really dominate and control the game with Moyes. So, again, so many pleasing individual performances, but I think the most pleasing aspect was the collective mentality of the group to have a positive reaction to a difficult first half.
Peter, down here, please.
Hi Liam, could you just talk us through your setup today, particularly in defence, because obviously Reece James was playing in a more central role. You sort of corrected it maybe a bit later in the game. I was wondering if you could explain it.
I wanted to go man for man all over the pitch. We knew we needed to win the game. I wanted to be really aggressive. And Napoli were very clever. After 20, 25 minutes, I felt we won the ball back very high in good areas in the first 20 minutes. When they started to miss our press out and went a little bit more direct, the distances were a little bit bigger. So we corrected that. We were still man to man in the second half, but we started a bit deeper with our press, and I think that helped our compactness.
Simon?
You've been asked quite a bit about sort of how it's been your start so far, but that's now 5 wins out of 6. I think Napoli had only lost once out of 20 home games here. I know you don't want to talk about yourself too much, but this is pretty significant for you, isn't it? Just to get your feet under the table a bit more and prove perhaps to people that you are the right man for the job.
Football is not about me. I give the credit to the players. I said when I came in, they lost a manager that they really respected for reasons that are beyond my control or knowledge. So when you go through that as a young group, to come back and then to accept a new manager the way they have done, and for them to work as hard as they have done for me is a credit to them. It's not about me or my ego or trying to prove anything. I'll try and do the very best I can with my group, with my staff, and hopefully we can have more really good nights like this.
Gary, down here, please.
Hi. But where does that rate in your career as player and manager?
It's not bad. But it's not about me. I'm here to win. That's my job. My job is to win games here as the manager of Chelsea Football Club. So it's not about where does it rate in my career. I'm not really fussed. I'm already focused on West Ham on Saturday.
May I just ask you, if you don't mind, obviously the news finally today that Raheem and the club have agreed to part ways. What was your involvement? Did you speak to him and your views on that?
No, to be honest, with Raheem, obviously Raheem is someone who I've come into contact with in our careers. He's a magnificent guy. He's a magnificent player. There are a lot of things going on in the background, positive things, that I really had nothing to do with. you know. So I wish Raheem and his family all the very best in his future, and I hope and he has a really, really good rest of his career.
In the front here, please.
Good evening, Mister. João Pedro has arrived only 6 months ago, and he's already made immediate impact. He's nowadays basically a starter for the club. What's the importance of this player in your squad? And in a World Cup year, do you feel like he can be Brazil's number 9? Thank you.
For sure. Carlo Ancelotti is one of my heroes, so I don't want to tell him how to do his job. But if João keeps performing at this level, and I think I've had very, very good conversations with João already, probably 4 in my office. I think he's sick of my office, where I've said to him, if you play with intensity with your quality, the quality comes out. And the 2 goals are fantastic, but the way he held the ball up for the team, the way he sprinted and started our press, the harder you work, the better you are as a player. And I'm very, very happy to have João in our team.
Rob.
Hi, Liam. For such a young squad, are experiences like tonight needed to accelerate the maturity of the team, and also to make sure that your best players want to stay at the club?
Well, on your first question, that's what experience is. It's nights like this. And it's also having setbacks and understanding why setbacks happened. I was told that's the first time we've won away in the Champions League for a long, long time as a football club. That's a great marker for the team. And hopefully we can continue. I don't understand your second question. Every player wants to be here. This is a massive club. So unless you know something I don't, I'm very, very happy with my group.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.